There we go. So, hey, here we are. My last live, hopefully, definitely my last live broadcast here from the hospital. Today is December 21st. Happy solstice. And today is graduation day, going home day, getting the hell out of here day. And heading back to the Poconos. Spend the holidays with my family. So, got a little blur going on here. Oh, there we go. Anyway, take this off for a minute. Loosen it up a little bit so I can eat. So, what's the stay of this? So, basically, I'm still pretty busted up. But the good news is I'm getting um, plenty of good care here. And we'll be going home soon. And hopefully we'll get all my insurance and legal stuff straightened out. Hopefully we'll get my stuff back from Mississippi because they decided to impound all my personal belongings when I got hit by a car. Hopefully the lawyers can take care of that because honestly I don't really want to have to come back to Mississippi just to pick through my bloody belongings. But there is definitely some things that I might want back. As far as like everything, I'm going to have to keep wearing this neck brace at least during the daytime when I'm doing stuff, being active, because there's a fracture in my vertebrae. There's also a fracture in my back. Neither one, though, is restricting my mobility in the sense that, like, I'm not paralyzed from them, but they need time to heal, so I have to, be careful with what I do. I even have a neck brace for when I go in the pool or take a shower, because those are high probability fall risks. So it's like I'm okay for now, but let's say I slip and fall down, I could seriously hurt myself if I'm not wearing one of these braces. So that's stuff with that. I'm gonna need braces for my elbow because my elbow and my arm, although I gained some mobility, I can only lift it so much. So it's gonna need more therapy, and I'm gonna need braces for like my hand and my arm to wear at night to keep them straight so that they don't tighten up like permanently. Kind of scary about that. And my leg is a very bad break at the ankle, and I need to stay off of it for like at least 2 months. So I'm gonna be laid up for a while. In fact, the doctor told me, realistically speaking, with the proper care and therapy and everything, I'm still looking at a good 9 months before I'll be able to do things like I used to, like ride bicycle across country or hike the, Call Trail or the Appalachian Trail or whatever. And, that's a bummer. I had plans things to do, people to see, And now I'm jacked up on all these pain meds and worried about apathy and loss of joint, muscle tissue, all that. So it may seem like, you know, I'm doing well, and I am. Don't get me wrong. The most important thing is I've got no infection, no recurring MRSA or anything like that came back from my jaw being infected for all that time. But I have a high resistance to the antibiotics, they said. But the good news is I have no infection right now. So there were some concerns about the leg because there was some what they call seepage, or basically some clear, slightly bloody fluid was leaking out of my leg, out of my stitches, with a lot of necrotic tissue. But then the seepage stopped, which is a good sign. It means that the tissue behind that black tissue is actually healing. And yeah, the main thing is I'm going to have to go home. I'm going home for the holidays, although I maybe could have stayed a little longer. I just didn't want to be stuck here in Mississippi for the holidays, and with the way ticket prices are going with airline tickets, and you know, it was looking like I was going to get discharged on Christmas or something. You know what I mean? So that wasn't cool. So, but my family's prepared for me, and the good news is that there's a new year starting. So I'll be able to renew up all my insurances and get everything renewed for the new year and a whole new cycle. So long story short, if I need physical therapy or even rehab again, just to either, you know, get intensive therapy or even adjust my meds in a safe environment, I'll be able to do that. And that's the gist of it, really. I am flying out of here tonight. I am paying attention to the news and the weather, the flight cancellations, but hopefully I'll hit the right window. And so far, there's no problems with my travel itinerary thus far. Knock on wood. All there really is left to do for me now is to just sit back and relax and wait until this afternoon, where I'll be taking a van to the airport. And then I gotta fly to Atlanta and then to Allentown. First class, baby. You know it. Actually, I had to do first class just to be able to get in and out of the airplane with the wheelchair and everything. Doing the whole wheelchair assistance thing. Figures I finally splurged for the first class, and it's because I have a wheelchair. But the flights are short compared to the flights I've been on recently, going back and forth to Hawaii. And I have a very short layover in Atlanta. And then a 2-hour flight to Allentown. That's the one I'm a little, not nervous, but just, I could see getting out of here and getting to Atlanta being no problem. But it's a very short layover time. So a delay actually might work in my favor. But I don't want to be getting there too late because my family are picking me up. And my folks are in their 70s now, so. I don't want to make it harder on them than it has to be. And yeah, I'll be landing in the cold. Right here, right now in Mississippi, it's like record highs of like 74, expected to be the high today. So, although it's cool, it's very temperate, very moderate compared to where I'm going, where it's like 20 degrees at night, 40 degrees for a high. But it'll be good to be home with family for the holidays, especially considering the situation I'm in. But part of me wishes I had just gotten on that train in Meridian and gone to New Orleans and got me a flight instead of trying to ride down 45. You know, the irony was I didn't want to give up the bike and the gear, and I had to give it up anyway. You know, all my stuff is gone. My crystals, my hunting garb. The only thing that survived was the tactical vest, and I had to repair it with a shoelace. And I still can't wear it at the airport, so I got a duffel bag full of stuff. Man.
Scratch meds. I only brought what you took yesterday. Tylenol.
Alright.
Celebrex. Gabapentin. And lidocaine patches.
Let me turn this off.
Okay.
Bye, guys.